There is a habit that we have developed in our culture, and I think it is the number one connection killer. And it is so rampant that you are probably using it every day without even noticing it. Hi everybody, this is Greg from Heart Tools, where we make it simple to build great relationships. And about 20 years ago, I was in a Burger King with my young son. He was about 3 at the time. And on the next table over, there was this little girl about the same age as him, and she had this set of My Little Ponies that she was playing with and just having so much fun. And at one point, she looked up at her grandmother and said, "I really want to get the pink pony." Now, at that point, her grandmother had lots of responses to choose from. She could have said something like, "Oh, really? Tell me more about that. I'd love to know why you want the pink pony." And if she had done that, she might have heard something like, "Pink is my favorite color." She might have heard the pink pony's name is such and such, and my best friend has the same name. She might have heard, "Yeah, in the cartoon, whenever the pink pony's gone, the blue pony is sad. I don't want my blue pony to be sad." She might have said, "The pink pony is really good at drawing, and she's like me, and I love to draw," right? She could have given one of, any number of responses that would have allowed the grandmother then a little bit more insight into this young girl's heart and how it works. She could have done what we call at Heart Tools excavating her heart. She could have chosen that moment to excavate this young girl's heart a little bit and help her granddaughter know her heart, and the grandmother could connect to the heart as well. Instead, she chose to respond with a very gruff, "You don't need the pink pony." And then you saw the light go out in the little girl's eyes, and she kind of, was rebuffed and was quiet and playing with a little less enthusiasm after that. In fact, what she did is instead of choosing to excavate her granddaughter's heart, she chose to bury it. Now, why did the grandmother choose this response? I have no idea. It could have been any one of hundreds of different reasons. It might, for example, have been that she thought, if I engage in this conversation, she'll get excited, she'll ask me to buy it, and I don't want to buy it or I can't afford to buy it, I'll say no, and then she'll cry. Let's just avoid that whole thing and shut it down right now, because that would be horrible. But would it have been horrible? Because what if that did happen? What if it played out exactly that way and the little girl cried because she couldn't get the pink pony? And then the grandmother could have helped her excavate her heart even more and say something like, "Yeah, it sure makes sense that you're sad you can't get the pink pony. You know what? I'm also sad when I can't get the things that I want." And excavate the heart a little bit more, because we've talked before about how our emotions are always signals of how things are going in our universe with the things we love. And the grandmother could have then chosen to help her daughter understand what sadness is all about and help her embrace it and learn to live with it, which would have been a good thing. So here's the deal. All day long, you are helping the people you love do one of two things. You are helping them excavate their hearts, embrace it, understand it, live more fully in their hearts, or you are helping them bury their hearts and shut it down. And when we choose to bury people's hearts, we are communicating a couple different things to them. First of all, we're communicating your feelings are a problem for me. I don't like it when you have emotional responses to things. And the second thing we communicate, although I don't think this is ever on a conscious level because we don't understand what our emotions are all about, we communicate, "Stop loving so much." Because our emotions are always signals about what's happening in our universe with the people and things we love. So if someone is having an emotional reaction, we only have emotional reactions about the things we love. And so if someone's having an emotional reaction and we shut it down, we're communicating, "Stop loving so much," right? Stop loving your toys so much that you cry when one of them breaks. Stop loving your friends so much that you get sad when one of them moves away. Stop loving yourself so much that you get angry when your friends gossip about you. The only way to shut down our emotions is to stop loving so much. And we have hundreds, if not thousands, of phrases that we use every day to communicate to other people. Bury your heart. Don't trust your feelings. Things like calm down, chill out. Don't get so upset over nothing. If you don't stop crying, I'll give you something to cry about. If that's the worst thing that happens to you this week, you're the luckiest person in the world. Man, good to see you're so concerned about first world problems. Put on your big boy pants. Suck it up. Who wound you up today? What's gotten into you? There are just so many of these phrases that we use every day without even recognizing it, in which we communicate to someone, don't love so much, bury your heart. And when we do that, we also communicate a couple other things that are really destructive to the other person. First of all, we communicate, I really don't care about the things you love, right? Because our emotions are always connected with things we love. I don't care about those things that you love. You're just an inconvenience to me. The second thing that we communicate is your heart doesn't work right. Don't trust your heart. And trying to teach someone how to love and function in the world while mistrusting their emotions is a lot like trying to teach someone how to drive a car and at the same time tell them you can't trust your dashboard. Don't trust your speedometer. It's going to lie to you. Just kind of pay attention to how fast everybody else is going, right? Don't trust that oil signal when it comes on. It's just trying to get you down. So ignore it, right? You wouldn't do that. And the same is true with our emotions. When you tell people not to trust their dashboard, and by the way, your dashboard can be broken. We're going to talk about that in a later video on how to fix your dashboard. So if your dashboard's broken, you can't trust it, but the solution is to get it fixed. So all day long, you are either helping people excavate their hearts and get more in touch with how their heart works and what they're feeling and what their relationship is like with the people and things they love, or you are helping people bury their hearts. I've created a list of some of the most common invalidating statements that I've come across over the years, and you can get that list free at hearttools.net. And the simple step that I would like for you to practice this week is download that list, read through it, and then just pay attention. Oh yeah, here are all the phrases I learned growing up, right? And here are the phrases that people tell me all the time now. And the third part, and here's the phrases I use all the time to bury other people's hearts. Identify those phrases and then simply practice catching yourself when you want to use those phrases and eliminate them from your vocabulary. And that is a big step towards creating a deeper, more healthy connection with the people that you love. Simple steps, practice, practice, practice. That's what Heart Tools is all about.